Thank you. You're too kind. I love blues, as I said, and the way blues should be played the best, in my opinion, is really slow and really loud. And that's what we're getting ready to do for you right now. Another instrumental that Turquoise is going to sing for you. This one's called Milk and Honey, Baby. the brethren. I'm going to switch guitars for just a minute. Y'all aren't having fun at your own fault. That's right. Yeah. I told you every guitar is a woman. This is Karina. I told you I like to take tunes and sanctify them. You have to have no hair or gray hair to remember this. How many of y'all remember Sam and Dave? I'm a soul man. Remember them? They had a hit with a tune called I Thank You. How many of you remember I Thank You? And then, after they had a hit with it, there was a little band from Texas, some boys with long beards, called themselves The Top. And they took that song and did it, I Thank You. And when I heard Sam and Dave do it, when I heard Billy Gibbons and the boys do it, my immediate thought was, that needs to be sanctified. I love the message of it, so I've altered the words a little bit. This one's called I Thank You. You might recognize it's the ZZ Top arrangement, by the way. And that's why I had to switch guitars. This is what Billy would play. But you did, but you did. I thank you. Didn't have to love me, but you did, but you did, but you did. I thank you. All my life I was shortchanged. Without true love, Father, it was a crying shame. But now I know what them preachers talking about. Save me, but you did, but you did, but you did. I thank you. Didn't have to save me, but he did. Yes, he did, but you did. I thank you. Every day, your promises are new. I read your word, and I pray a little too. really playing well. Doesn't that bass sound good? Every now and then he hits a lick, I just have to turn around and look at him and grin. I'm going to switch back to Karina here. I'll just tell you the backstory real quick behind this tune. I was in Raleigh about 10 years ago doing a Christmas concert. Mitch Horton? I was at Mitch's place. And I wasn't playing till like 9 o'clock. So I'm in my hotel room. It's about 6, snowing. I'm on about the 5th or 6th floor of my hotel. And I look out the window. There's a pine tree. And that wet snow, like we get in the Carolinas, is falling. And those evergreen branches, it's like they're trying to catch every snowflake. And all that snow is landing on those evergreen branches. And I had a guitar in my hands. And this tune I'm getting ready to play for you, this melody just kept playing in my head. So when it's an instrumental, you could call it anything, right? I mean, I could call this song Chicken Legs and Corn, but I don't. I call it Snow in the Pines. Give them a hand again. They're playing well. I'm going to do one more for you, and I'll tell you a story. My family did gospel music all over the world, 115 countries. They're in the Gospel Music Hall of Fame. We didn't have a house till I was 7. I grew up on a bus. In our family, if your name's Klaudt, you make music for Jesus. That's the law. But I was rebellious. Anybody else here ever rebellious? No, not one. I was the one. But my dad knew that music was the way to reach my heart. And so when I was 12 rather, he bought me my first guitar. It was a lot like this one. It was a Flying V. And I just couldn't believe this incredible guitar. Now, my dad made me buy every car I ever bought. I bought every pair of clothes I ever wore, any of that. But my dad gave me nice guitars. I will say that. And by the time I was 13, I was playing on the road 300 nights a year, standing next to him and my uncles. And we might be in Topeka, Kansas tonight, and tomorrow night in Dubuque, Iowa, and the next night Rapid City, South Dakota, and the next night Boise, Idaho. Every night it's a different city. And some night you might play to 300 people. There's a few times we played to 10,000 people. And then there was a few times we played to 60, 70 people. And I remember we had played the night before at an auditorium. It was about 7,500 people. When you have 7,500 people and they're screaming and hollering, the energy is just incredible. Now, a lot of times the stage lights are so bright you can't see them, you can feel them. The next night, there was about 90 people there. So I was kind of nonplussed by that. I remind you, I'm 13 years old. I don't have any sense. We got in the bus to change into our street clothes, as we called it. So here's what you got to imagine. 45-foot long motor coach. It's nothing but bunks and closets. And you got 8 guys here. We're all standing in line. We're all changing. My closet's right next to my dad. So I'm standing next to him and I'm changing. And sort of nonchalantly, he looks at me and says, I'm not paying you for tonight. I said, what? He said, I'm not going to pay you for tonight. So what do you mean? He said, your heart's not in it. I said, Dad, there's like 90 people here. He said, look at me. He said, I'm not paying you to play to them. He said, I'm paying you to play unto him. He said, every time you play, I expect you to play like it might be the last time. He said, every time you rehearse, I expect you to play with the same energy and enthusiasm as when you're playing to a 10,000-seater auditorium. Because he said, you never know when it'll be the last time. That made a mark of me. That's 53 years ago, and I'm standing here tonight, and so it really doesn't matter to me how many people are in the room, because I don't want to hurt your feelings, but I'm not playing to you. I play as unto him, the one who changed my life, the one who delivered me. When I'd run my life into a pit, it couldn't have got any deeper. I was shocked to discover his love went deeper than my pit. Deeper than my pit. And so we're going to do this last tune for you. 2 Corinthians 5:17 says, if any man be in Christ, behold, he's a what? A new creation. I've kind of put my own spin on that. Let me hear you say, I am what I am because I ain't what I used to be.
I am what I am. I ain't what I
He showed me real liberty. I met Jesus and He showed me real liberty. I got a smile on my face. I ain't what I used to be. A smile on my face. I ain't what I used to be. I met Jesus. Bad to the bone. Come on, they played better than that.
Give me this line. Here we go. I just want to say something. When God told me, He said,
You've been listening to Destiny City Church, a community of believers committed to helping others find and fulfill their God-given destiny. For more information, visit us online at destinycity.org.